Fellow citizens of the Southern Cameroon's diaspora, nearly 50 years ago, we were hit by a tragedy of human making. The Francophone state of Cameroon Republic on our eastern frontier annexed our homeland and imposed colonial rule on us. Darkness descended on our territory. Since then, our collective existence as a people has been hellish and our lives a continuing nightmare. For nearly half a century, we have known nothing but repression of the most brutal and brutish type, sorrow, lamentation, and gnashing of teeth. Thousands of our citizens have therefore been constrained to flee and to take refuge abroad in friendly countries. The exodus has not abated. I am very appreciative to these friendly countries for their humanitarian gesture, and I appeal to them to continue to assist our citizens until we become free. We are not fated to accept the colonial situation and bloody repression that obtained in our homeland. We have it in our power to emancipate ourselves. There comes a time in the life of an oppressed people, such as we are, a colonized people, such as we are, when they must stand up and say, enough is enough, to those keeping them under bondage, to those denying them freedom, denying them the right to life, denying them the right to liberty, denying them the right to ownership of their land and resources, and denying them the right to the pursuit of happiness. That time has come. It is our sacred duty and national obligation to fight back and recover our homeland. No amount of fraud, no amount of deception, no amount of propaganda, no amount of terrorization, and no amount of the purchase of weak minds amongst us will deflect the people of the Southern Cameroons from the God-ordained hour of reckoning. The political rulership of Cameroon Republic and all those who aid and facilitate its vicious colonial rule, exploitation, and plunder will surely be held criminally responsible for their various crimes in our country. The West, where most of our citizens have taken refuge, has been a source of hope and of needed support for many liberation forces in many countries of the world. Diaspora citizens from countries under colonial rule or occupation have thus been able to make significant contributions to the liberation of their several homelands. It is not difficult to see why they are always able to do so. They are mentally and psychologically free from the daily grinds of oppression and poverty back at home. They are exposed to the enormous possibilities that exist when people are free and live under responsible governments. They have the financial ability to help move the freedom agenda on the ground. I know our citizens in the diaspora are equally well positioned and equipped to contribute in moving our national liberation agenda forward, even as the diaspora citizens of other lands help free their respective countries. I therefore challenge all diaspora citizens of the Southern Cameroon's nation, especially those in the United States of America and Europe, to stand up in this hour of great national need and be counted in our collective struggle to secure forever freedom for ourselves. I expect all our diaspora citizens to answer to this national call as a matter of national duty, as if called to arms to defend the nation of the Southern Cameroons. I am confident that you in America and Europe will answer this call. Organize yourselves and inform the world of the enormity of the genocide and crimes against humanity being committed by the Yaoundé colonial regime in the Southern Cameroons. Organize yourselves and significantly contribute intellectually and financially to the liberation of our homeland. All our personal success in the diaspora will be meaningless if it does not also result in success for our people and the freedom of our homeland. All our wealth abroad is meaningless if our homeland remains under colonial bondage. Truly, what will it profit us if we garner all the wealth we possibly can, hoard it, and then lose our greatest safety net, which is a sovereign, independent Southern Cameroons? I trust I can count on you all. Remain resolute. Stay the course. Victory is ours in God's name.